folks. Welcome to another episode of Short Film Showcase. I'm your host, Mike Messier. Today on the show, we've got some great short films from local filmmakers. I want to thank you, the audience, for watching our show, and remind the local filmmakers in our area that if you have a short film you'd like to show on Short Film Showcase, or come on our show as a guest, please contact our producer, Bryan Casey, at bcfilms.net. That's bcfilms.net. Now, to begin the show, I'd like to show off our new logo. Short Film Showcase, how about it? And as a special surprise, we have the designer of our Short Film Showcase logo right here in the studio. Let's welcome Alex Watrous.
Found it.
What's up, Alex?
Been pretty good.
Good, good, good.
How are you?
I'm great.
Right.
Good to see you here.
Thank you.
Good. Now, not only are you a young director of films, you host a monthly film event. Want to tell us more about that?
Oh, yeah. Well, a couple of years ago, it's almost been about 2 years, I started having small film festivals for the local kids around the area. I was still actually in high school when I started it, and we decided that we wanted to have like an open event for people who were interested in doing something other than just kind of hanging around. We wanted to, you know, get some stuff done. And I was really interested into film in general.
Yes.
But it wasn't really until we started kicking off the film festivals where I actually started really getting into stuff. I started off, you know, with like small films, like little documentaries of my own, like just stuff that I would film around like by myself. And then it started getting a little more serious into like the production of like real films and such. And the bigger the actual event got, you know, the more we got, the better we got at filming and everything. And it just kind of like slowly developed. And now we have like lots of people who bring their films to our film night. So.
And how can people find out more about the showcase?
Oh,
that you host?
if you want to know more about the showcase, you can go to watrousbros.com. Or you
Spell
can
it out for us, please.
watrousbros.com. Or you can check out Watrous Brothers on Facebook.
Right.
So we always update everything on Facebook and letting people know when the next events are going to be. We actually have an event that's coming up on the 27th of October.
Great.
It's going to be at the Providence Coffee Roasters. So it's the first time we've had it there. We actually, for a while, we were having it at a community center in Warren.
Yep.
And we decided that we needed to kind of branch out a little bit more and get more involved with like the community. And Warren was just not the place to be. Warren was it's just too quiet and not enough people.
I like Warren, man.
I lived there my entire life, but it was just, you know, it's a very small town.
Right.
And there's just not a lot going on, especially for the art scene. There's not much going on.
Well, you guys are helping to change that.
Yeah.
And the first film I saw of you was great. I believe it was called Pursuing Nostalgia. Tell us about that one a little bit.
Yeah, that was our very first big film. We actually we filmed that film before we started film nights, and we did it over the summer, and it was just a project that we had that we wanted to do, and we basically just got all our friends into it.
Right.
So they weren't actors. We didn't have like real actors. I mean, we hardly really knew what to do exactly. So we just kind of, it was all on the fly. It was very like guerrilla style like filming, and the locations that we got were actually like some really cool places in Pawtucket. One of my friends, his mother, worked for a guy who owned this factory building, and he was renting it out to other people, but he had a lot of free space. So we ended up getting to use that free space for the day. So we had this huge factory building we had to work with. It was amazing, but it was just like we didn't really have a lot of time to plan things out, and we weren't really experienced in that area, so it was really chaotic on the day that we filmed and everything. So, but it all came through in the end because we ended up finishing the film. So
I enjoyed it.
It was our first big film.
We showed your short. Well, it's not that short. It's about 35 minutes.
Yeah,
Nostalgia.
Yeah, it was about 30 minutes. Yeah.
Very ambitious piece for out of the gun filmmakers.
Yeah.
And we showed that at Rhodey Wood's short. What's actually called Local Film Showcase at Rhodey Wood Brooklyn Coffee and Tea House the first Thursday of every month, of which I'm the host. And that's where I got to meet you and see your work as a filmmaker. And your brother, Talk about your brother a little bit, because he's part of this contingency
Yeah,
as well.
well, actually, so me and him,
And his name?
Elijah Watrous. So
right.
I'm Alex, and he's Elijah, and we've been working together for like 2 years now. I
Yeah.
mean, we've always been working together since we were little, but it's now that we've started to get into this new venture. He's more of the mechanical
Right.
mind, and I'm more of like the creative.
Yeah.
So together we work really well because we're kind of like polar opposites. So like I'll come up with an idea, and he kind of comes up with something that kind of goes against it, and we'll always find like the middle point.
Nice.
And it makes it kind of like interesting. I think there's a lot of like throughout history there's a lot of like brother teams that worked really well because of that. I think
Right.
there's like polar opposite that kind of works together.
Coen brothers come to mind. Yeah. And other brothers. So this is great stuff. So what is your favorite part of directing, Alex?
Oh boy. Favorite part of directing. I just like being able to like share a moment. My main goal is if it's I like stylizing, and I
Right.
like making things look good.
Yeah.
So I like the technical aspect because you need to have the technical aspect to be able to create something that looks like good.
Right.
But you also like want it to be like creative. So you think of like things that aren't as practical, just like light flare and like just things to make it look pretty, kind of a thing. That's like the artsy side. But what I enjoy the most is just like whether or not it looks good or it's artsy. I like making it real. Like
Okay.
I like focusing on like when I'm directing, I like to like get like with the actors and work with them to make sure that like they understand like exactly what they're supposed to be feeling at the moment and what they're supposed to be doing, and like why they're saying what they're saying, and to like change it if they feel as though it doesn't really like make sense, kind of a thing.
Sure.
You know?
Emotional content,
Yeah.
motivation. All that good stuff. You sound like an acting teacher.
Yeah.
It's great. What's next for you and your brother?
Well, actually, we for a while we've been wanting to create more of a team.
Yep.
So we've added two different people onto our team: Rich Dion
Yep.
and Ron Sadlier. Ron Sadlier is more of like the tech mind.
Sure.
And he's really good with computers. And Rich is a photographer. He's been doing photography for 15 years, and he does pictures for the newspaper for East Bay.
Okay.
And so we've all gotten together now, and we've decided to like make this like our team. So we have like our strong team. And so our next project is actually a script that was written by Ron and Rich together.
Okay.
And it's a comedy about a filmmaker. And it spawned from the idea of sort of like poking fun at me.
Sure.
And how like we went to a film festival at the college I go to.
Okay.
And we were kind of like poking fun at how like how the films just didn't seem like the people weren't really trying, and
Right.
and like it's sort of playing off of like the character who thinks like they're like really good at like directing,
Right,
you know,
right.
you know what I mean? So like it plays off a character who's actually, his name is Alex.
Okay.
When I was reading the script, I was like, you got to be kidding me, because the things they were putting in there, because it was like, is that what you really think of me?
Wow.
You know, that kind of a thing. But it was funny though, like and they spent about like, say they spent about good 2 months working on it over the summer, and now we're in sort of like pre-production, but it's kind of getting a little slow. We have to get the actors and plan things out.
Part of the process.
Yeah,
Part of the process. We're going to get to something real quick, but give me two filmmakers that inspired you coming up, 2 or 3. I'll give you 3.
Growing up?
Well, just even now, filmmakers that you look at and say that
I
guy.
can't say that I ever had like any like idols when it came to filmmaking in general. Like I think when I was younger, if you want a good example, when I was younger, I used to like M. Night Shyamalan. Now I look back and I go,
Well, he had some hits.
He had some good
ones.
hits, like
Yeah.
like The Village and things like that. But
Right.
I go, but I think some of the one of the guys I looked, because now that I've taken some classes in college and I've like learned a little bit more about a lot of directors, I have a lot more of a high standard towards Stanley Kubrick and like the work that he's done, because I think he's great. And there was like reading a lot about what his life and everything, and like how he directed everything, kind of like made me feel like I was closer to him, kind of thing. Like I felt like I kind of related to him.
Connection.
There was a connection, you know.
Good.
So because of that, I kind of I really like him
So let's,
general, so.
not to cut you off, but let's
Yeah.
take a look at some of your work. We're going to take a look at about 12 or 15 minutes of your work right now. What are we going to look at right here?
Well, I made this last year. I had just gotten my camera, and I wanted to go shoot. I wanted to go shoot something for the film night we were having, which was horror themed.
Yeah.
So it has to be a horror film. I figured since it's this time of year again, might as well show it again. And basically, not to ruin it, but it has to do with one of our holiday themes that we do. It's a repeating theme that we do that has to do with a puppet.
Okay.
That we show in like different holiday themed videos that we produce. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, Alex Watrous.
All right.
Thanks for coming on, and
No
we'll
problem.
get your brother on another episode.
All right.
Very good. Thank you very much for coming to the Short Film Showcase, and thanks for designing our new logo. We love it. Okay, let's take a look at some of Alex Watrous's work here on the Short Film Showcase.
I always knew it would come to this. The letters, the constant watching, these were all signs of a fatal attraction. Some days I would just sit looking out the window for some sort of answer. An answer that would keep all my worries at bay. Every day was the same. Get up, get dressed, make toast, drink my tea, and read. But not this day. Today was the day I began to receive the letters. Each one was so well written, so thought out, containing detailed observations about my life. This man, or woman, whoever he or she was obsessed with me. I began to panic. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't take not knowing who this person was. So I just stopped. I didn't do anything. I wouldn't let him have anything to write about me. Until one day, I got a letter. Meet me at address. At first I panicked, but then I realized it was more important to know the truth than to worry about my safety. So I got in my car and I headed out.
back to Short Film Showcase. Very pleased to introduce our next guest. She's a great friend of mine. She's a wonderful lady. She's a New England independent consultant and a creative altruist. She's just a great lady. Please welcome to the Short Film Showcase, Mary DeBerry.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Great to have you on the show.
Thanks for the opportunity.
And you do just so much stuff. You've helped me with my screenwriting and with my auditions for actors, which has always been a great help. And you are doing a lot of stuff for just about everybody, and of course for yourself. Tell us about some of what you're doing.
Yes, thank you. Some would say I can't keep a job, but I have a lot of different interests. I love working with people, the collaborative process. I love being able to help people any way that I can. I make a lot of introductions, and I think that works particularly in an area like this, where someone doesn't just pick a plumber out of the phone book. You call your buddy and say, oh, I need a plumber, who can you recommend?
Right.
It's the same within the arts community. If you need a good cinematographer, and I can say, well, I know this person, this one, don't call that one, always call this one. That one might do it but it depends on the price. So I try to be as much of an aid as I can,
right,
with still exercising my own creativity too. You know, with your business, I've worked on scripts, made other suggestions, conferred with you on your business,
yes,
business aspect of your life. As my mother used to say, we all have different gifts. Therefore, the collaborative process works really well. If you're a dynamite actor,
right,
and you've got a script, you want to act in it, but you have no technical skills whatsoever, you need someone else who can help you along with that. Mm-hmm. It's not until you reach perhaps, say, Clint Eastwood's
right,
level, which is unbelievable, that
yes,
you can write, act, direct, score it. I believe he did the Mystic River. He did the score for that as well.
Oh, did he too? Wow.
Mm-hmm. But so we're not there, and it helps build community. It helps you build your skills, and it's just everybody gets something out of the process.
Now, how did you get started? Because I know you have a TV background, and then you kind of segued into the local independent film scene, the writing scene, all types of great stuff.
I did. That's why I tell people I'm actually 200 years old. I began in the 80s with public television.
Yep.
And I was very drawn to their educational mission. And what happened was, well, in my time there, we got to do the first of the live presidential debates.
Okay.
Which we were all very excited about. So we got to see not only the candidates, but work with really seasoned journalists like Barbara Walters.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say Walter Cronkite. These are people who have since, aren't doing that job anymore. But it gave us a lot of experience. So if you can deal with a live broadcast,
yep,
then you can do just about anything.
That's right.
And most of my job was as a producer, which is basically someone who's obsessive,
right,
who likes to work in a creative environment.
Sure.
Then there were different life events that happened. I found myself down here in Rhode Island, and I thought, well, let me see, and partially to hopefully get some friends and a little socialization, I went out to different places. So I stumbled upon the Rhode Island Film Collaborative.
Right.
And which has been around for about 6-7 years now. Just for those that aren't familiar, it is a nonprofit, community-based organization. And it started when, out of two very small groups, one was run by Mark Fogarty,
sure,
who is currently the president of the Rhode Island Film Collaborative, and Brodo Chakrabarty,
oh, yeah,
who is up in the Boston area now. They joined forces. And in the past, I would say 5 or 6 years, of course, the local film scene has just mushroomed.
Sure.
And provided all kinds of opportunities, which is great too, because A lot of folks are still learning. They might know how to edit really well, but they never actually operated a camera.
Right.
Or it may be someone who's done a lot of writing. They want a chance to direct. So through the Film Collaborative, we have networking meetings once a month.
Yep.
The second Tuesday of every month.
Sure.
No charge. You can just show up if you need somebody to work on your project, or you need some advice on your project, or you need some equipment. The collaborative can help you, and we all get our projects done by helping each other.
And that's the Wild Colonial, which is on South Water Street, am I correct?
South Water Street, yes.
Yes, okay, great. Well, let's talk now about you specifically. You've done some writing and published in a kind of a journal or a collaborative book. Speaking of collaboration, tell us about that.
Yes, thank you. It's Jen DeLugas,
Yep.
who is an award-winning script writer herself. She's done stand-up comedy. She started into the short film business. But at heart, she's first and foremost a writer.
Yes.
So she and her writing partner, Kyle Cranston, got together and decided to publish a series of essays. So since I know Jen and so forth, we talked about it, and I submitted stories. They have to be true
Right.
stories based on the things that go wrong in your life.
Oh, we could write novels, couldn't we?
And everybody can relate. So
Yeah.
it's Mug of Woe and Woe of the Road, both
Okay.
available through Amazon and for
Sure.
Kindle as well, I believe.
Nice. Great.
Thank you.
Let's see. And you've done some acting as well. I've seen some of your acting. It's fantastic stuff.
I have, and again, it's the great opportunity that we have in the local community is
Right.
you want to try something, you can.
Yes.
And that way you can sort of feel out the different positions and decide for yourself which one you want to follow further. For example, one of the very first things that I did when I was here, attended my first collaborative meeting, met Chach, who is a character who's now working in New York City.
Chach is a real live human being.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is actually.
Yeah.
John is his real name. I guess that's a guy thing with nicknames. But anyway,
Sure.
he was hosting a show and needed some material.
Yep.
So I volunteered and wrote him some little bit of stand-up material. Plus, he decided he could use an extra character, and I became his mother.
Okay.
And doing comedy is such great fun.
Sure.
You know, you can put on a goofy wig and crazy makeup and all kinds of crazy clothes, and I really enjoy that. And I have been able to do that, not as much as my writing and so forth, but it's good because it's something different. And
Yeah.
again, I really enjoyed it. I have worked with Richard Griffin and Ted Marr, Scorpio Film Releasing, as an Atomic Brain Invasion, more recently Murder University.
Oh, yeah.
I have also worked with Keith Brown and the Rhode Island Film Collaborative Summer Kids Camp, filmmaking camp.
Yeah.
A great opportunity for young people, and I have gotten to play several parts, small parts, but still a lot of fun in the students' productions.
I want to ask you a question that's, what would you like to see happen in this New England, southern New England area as far as filmmakers go? Where do you think the next step is going to come from as far as taking this vast array of talent with all these talented people and getting them to a level where they're actually succinctly making money by being filmmakers? What do you think, where do you think that's going, Mary?
Well, it's interesting because actually and I know while we're in the middle of something and you've got your head down and you're plugging ahead and you're really trying hard, but if you step back and look at the bigger picture,
Yep.
now there are people that I first met when I came to the state, like David Betancourt, for example, who was working at a cable station. He now is well known for his documentaries that have been seen nationally. The two people who started with the Film Collaborative, Anthony Ambrosino and Nick Domenico, have successfully running their own production company, the 989 Project. We have seen an increase in big productions coming from out of LA and setting up shop here and both here in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and employing people, and they're always clamoring for more and more skilled people.
Right.
So what the sort of explosion of production has done here, first of all, keeps us off the street.
Yeah.
And provides a lot of opportunities that
Yeah.
just didn't exist 10, 20 years ago.
Sure.
It just didn't exist. And people are serious about it. A lot of the actors, for example, Sarah Nicklin,
Oh, yeah.
Michael Reed,
Sure.
excellent actors, done a number of features locally. They're living the dream in LA.
Yes.
And so each person has to make their own choice, but whether you're doing it as an adjunct to your classroom, you're a teacher, you're a media director, or you really have bigger dreams of kind of, keep improving your skills and moving up the scale, up the ladder. So I think that the enthusiasm and exuberance of people new to the industry has really helped fuel the growth. And so the Film Collaborative does offer classes to that end to help the mission. If you're a little fuzzy on editing, you can take an editing class. And that kind of thing is certainly in demand.
Right.
And even the state's colleges are starting to add more and more media classes.
Yes.
So we've gone through some growing pains.
Right.
And the Rhode Island Film Collaborative can show you that when any organization grows very quickly suddenly,
Yeah.
and has here, you can't really just burrow down your own hole. You've got to look at a little bit bigger picture. We don't have to be bosom buddies in order to work together.
You're playing the same sandbox.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
right. And I think what's good, I'll just finish, what's good about that too is, 99% of the people
Yeah.
are open to that.
Right.
Which you have to be if you're going to grow. And it's, no, this is my story and my production, and I'm not, no, you can't share in it. No.
Hey, it sounds like me. What are you doing?
But it's that, and
Yeah.
my core, that wanting to share the knowledge, share the skills, share the growth, and at this point, the sky's the limit. People are doing amazing things.
Well, Mary DeBerry, we're going to have you on another episode, I'm sure, because you have so much insight, perspective, and knowledge of this area and of film in general. We'll have to have you back and talk about more stuff.
Love to, sure.
Great. Thank you so much for coming
Oh,
on the
you
show,
bet.
Mary.
Enjoyed it, thank you.
Pleasure to have you. Thanks to Mary DeBerry for being a great guest on our show. And as a special surprise, we have a short film called Green Card that Mary was the co-writer and advisor on. The director's name is Faithy Bandita. Let's check out Green Card right here on the Short Film Showcase.
Left home for America, my situation here was so hard. And all I want is my green card. And all I want is my green card. Chasing my dreams, staying out of trouble, and working so hard. And all I want is my green card. And all I want is my green card. Give me my green card, let me travel the world. Some crazy honeymoon, just me and my girl. But still when I fly, I get harassed at the airport. Can't wait until I get that second passport. If I get rejected, fight them all in court for the sake of my life. Kids and my wife, cause I'm a soldier. Don't go to gun fights with a knife. Boy, I'm loco. Remember me, I'm your boy from Morocco. For America, my situation here was so hard. And all I want is my green card. And all I want is my green card. Chasing my dreams, staying out of trouble, and working so hard. And all I want is my green card.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Amir, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
All right, all right.
See you.
Always my pleasure.
What can I get you?
How about my regular?
Sure.
All right, thank you.
I'm a hot rod Lincoln in third, 10 caddy runs for it.
Here we go.
Thank you, partner. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Running play and Joseph
So,
has to move for the stretch.
You know, about that thing we were talking about the other day, I think the best thing would be for you to marry that girl you've been seeing.
Sarah? I have been dating her only for 3 months, John. I don't think that would be the right thing.
Well, look. You want to stay here, right?
Yes.
But your visa's expired. I mean, you have to do something.
Look, John. I don't want to marry her for a wrong reason, you know? I love her. I'm just gonna go to her work and I'm just gonna say goodbye.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, John. Hey, Jimmy.
I'm here. How are you? Jesus, I appreciate you staying late last night.
Oh, I'm just doing my job, Jimmy.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
My pleasure, thank you.
Where you headed out today?
I'm kind of a little bit late. I have to catch the bus. I have a date, Jimmy.
Bus? Well, take my car.
Jimmy, are you sure to take your car?
Yeah.
Take your car?
Of course. Fine young man like you, working hard, you deserve it.
Thank you very
For
much.
staying late last night. Here you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Jimmy, I need the key. I think you are giving me remote control. Doesn't look like a key to me.
Come on, come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. This is...
All right. I'll take over from here. Get going.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your day. Good night.
Good night.
Can you cover me for a second?
Sure.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hello? Hey, I need to talk with you. I need you to come to the restaurant, like, right now. Yes, right now.
Okay. Okay, I'll be there.
Look, I'm sorry if I got you pregnant, but I just can't be with you anymore.
What about the baby?
What about the baby? I'm not even in love with you.
It's not about that.
Listen, I'm not ready to be a daddy, okay?
I'm not ready to do this on my own. I need something from you.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I gotta go.
Hi, honey. How's your day so far?
So far, so good, sweetie. How's yours?
Listen, I am on my way. Meet me at the restaurant. I'll be right there, okay?
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Okay. All right. Bye. Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to talk to you because it's really, really important.
Okay, what's wrong?
You have to wait, Sarah.
All right. Actually, I have to talk to you about something too, so that's good.
What is it?
You'll have to wait too.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, see you soon. Bye.
How are you?
Good. What's wrong? You look so sad.
Look, Sarah, I don't think you want to hear my story.
Yes, I do. It's okay. Tell me your story.
You don't understand. I just want to tell you that I am...
Can I get you size or something?
No, it's okay. Thank you. So tell me, Amir.
Look, Sarah. Listen to me, Sarah. I think I have to go back to Morocco for good.
What are you talking about?
You know what I am talking about? I'm sorry, Sarah. Things just doesn't work out for me here. And I have to go back because I'm an immigrant, okay? I can't stay here. My visa is expired next month, okay? Listen to me. I just want to live in peace from this country, okay? It is what it is. I can't stay here in New York. I'm sorry. Listen to me. Listen. Look at me, Sarah.
I have to tell you something.
Sarah, what is it? What do you want to tell me, Sarah? What do you want to tell me, Sarah? Sarah, talk to me. What is it?
Amir, I'm pregnant. I'm sorry, I didn't want to tell you like this.
So you are pregnant with me?
Of course I am, Amir. What do you think? I sleep with different guys?
I didn't say that, okay? Please, everything will be alright, baby. We can talk about these things later, okay? I didn't say that, okay? I want you to understand that I am an immigrant, and you can easily ask me to leave this country. I want to live in peace.
I don't want you to leave me.
I can't stay here in New York, Sarah. Everything will be alright.
I loved you from the day I met you. And now you're just gonna leave me like that?
I am not leaving you, Sarah. Why you have to lie to me about that? You're pregnant and you don't tell me this before?
I loved you from the minute I met you. I think you would be a wonderful father, but how can you just leave me now? And our baby?
Sarah, everything will be alright, baby. Everything will be alright. I'll be the best father of our baby. Sarah, I don't know. I want to ask you something. Please? Will you be my wife?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I have your name and your number. He'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, thank you. Hi, Hamid. Hi, Sarah. How are you today?
Well, thank you.
Who are we here to see?
John.
John?
Yes.
Okay, give me a sec. Let me
Sure.
get a call.
Yeah.
Hey, John. Hamid and Sarah are here to see you.
Oh, okay, yeah, send him in.
Okay. Okay. You guys can go right on ahead.
Great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Hello. Thank you for holding.
Hey, Jean.
Hey, thank you for coming,
My
man.
pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
Sarah.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to meet you.
Right, thank you guys for coming.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, oh, you're pregnant already, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the baby's almost here, huh?
Yes.
We're both excited.
Can't wait.
Well, got good news for the both of you. Excuse me, three of you.
Okay.
Well, now that you've been married 8 months, congratulations, Amir. It looks like you've been approved by immigration for your green card.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Thank you so much.
God. Can't believe this. This is amazing.
Well, your dreams will come true.
Thank you so much. Now I can live with my wife, with my baby. I can have health insurance. I can work legally.
That's right.
That's it. We got it.
Well, now that you got your green card, Amir, welcome to America.
Thank you, Jean. Look, you and Sarah, you made me the happiest man in the world. Yes, you changed my life, Jean. I can't believe. That's it. We got it. We got it. Thank you. I think we're all set.
Yeah.
All right, baby. Yes, absolutely. Yes. All right. Well, if I have any questions, I will definitely give you a call.
You know where to find me.
Absolutely.
But listen, before you go, Amir, you might have a word with Sarah. Just a couple seconds.
Oh, sure. I'll be right outside. Okay, honey?
Cool.
Yeah. Sure.
You must tell him the truth. If that's his child. You understand? Right? He is an honest man.
I know.
Amir is my friend. Well, good luck.
There you go, baby. Let's go. Oh my God, what a day. Yes, the dream do come true. That's right. Listen, baby. I just want to thank you very much for changing my life. And I want you to understand that I love you so much, and you're going to be my first girl, and you will be my last girl.
I loved you from the day I met you.
Thank you.
I won't ever leave you.
Thank you. Let's go. All right. What's wrong? You okay?
I wanted to tell you so much sooner, but now I have to tell you.
Tell me what, Sarah? Don't you think we are excited? We are happy. We all set.
Baby, Amir.
What about the baby?
That was Green Card, co-written by our guest Mary DeBerry, right here on Short Film Showcase. Chris Esper is a former guest on our show, and Chris has just created a great short film called Still Life. Right now on the Short Film Showcase, we're going to take a look at a short preview of Still Life, and we want to thank Chris for sharing. That was the preview of Still Life, a new short film by Chris Esper. This has been a great episode of the Short Film Showcase. I want to thank our guests Alex Watrous and Mary DeBerry for coming here and being in the studio. On our next episode, we have a great director named Skip Shea and his short film Choices. Now, Choices just won Best New England Film in the Massachusetts Independent Film Festival. And I'd like to remind you that if you have a short film that you'd like to share on the Short Film Showcase, or if you'd like to be a guest in our studio, please contact Bryan Casey at bcfilms.net. That's Bryan Casey at bcfilms.net. And if you'd like to check out the Short Film Showcase, look us up on Facebook under Short Film Showcase. We'll be there for you. Until next time, I'm Mike Messier reminding you, if you can dream it, shoot it.